Yeah. Come on. Welcome.
Good afternoon. Sean Higgs coming at you here, Midday Money. I gotta say, I was just like talking, and I'm like, oh, I can't even post on the X. I know what's going on here. Blah 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 blah. Hit the like, subscribe on YouTube, and I was like, wait a second. I click on the little thing. There's no YouTube posted, and I wasn't even live. There you go. Didn't even have my mic on. I was like, oh, my mic's not on. Great start. And I wasn't even live. Winners and Winers, Sean Higgs, YouTube channels, Mr. Sean Higgs on the X Comes LL. Plays are posted on the X already. I just tweeted them out because I thought I was live 4 minutes ago. I wasn't. No additions to the show from last night. I was just doing. I was just talking to my guy Anthony of from Pond Sports. I was like, yeah, I just spent a half hour doing some Summit League, and I was looking at the women's for my little video I was going to make. There we go. That's how Monday starts. Any hoot. Let's get to it. Nothing new. Again, nothing added for today. Tonight's show will be a little more action in the basketball world. Hopefully we get some tournament lines start coming up pretty soon. I mean, we have matchups. I do like some games already. I like some Tuesday regular games. We got some situational spots for our dogs coming in on Tuesday. But let's do the Mondays. The Uglies are on Mondays. Coppin State plus 19.5. Southeast Louisiana plus 7.5. East Texas plus 7.5. They are 64-63, minus 910 since January the 8th. The other ones, we're not going to talk about those because we got nothing up. But I'll say this for the Uglies. We have not bet all 127 of these games, just like we didn't bet all 146 of the close calls and all 220 of the ins this season. There's been combinations of which on the premium side of things in the CBB spot, but I've kind of separated them on a whole just to keep track of them. These are all dogs in college basketball. Normally the 7, 8, 9 points or more persuasions. You should already know that. If you're interested in some futures you want to get down on, I gave these out last night. Lines do change. It is what it is. Sunbelt, Appalachian 5-1, Coastal 14-1. Horizon, Robert Morris at plus 220. Fort Wayne, we'll take a stab at the big shot, 4,500. Patriot League, I did American at 10-1. Navy was out there at 120. I did the video. Again, you take a little at that price, absolutely. I'd go up to 150 on that. That's as high as I go. I mean, honestly, even 180, 200 is probably a bargain. Navy rolled through the Patriot. American was the only team that beat them. That's why I said, you know what? They beat them once. Maybe they get them again. Just a little bit. Just a little bit on there. A-Sun, we go Lipscomb. There you have it. There you have it. And again, everything's in the comments section for you. And we're ready to go. We're ready to go. Let's bust into the comments. Everybody's doing. Mike A is in the house. How are you? March Madness has arrived. You know it. Michael B is here. JK in the house. There you go. St. Mary's getting it done for you against Gonzaga. Swept them on college basketball this weekend. Ain't no excellent week, Michael. Good for you. I just stumbled to a 500 record. The last 2 weeks, 500. Well, that's losing a little bit. I mean, I had a hefty play on St. John's, so it's I'm up a little bit in that spot because of that game. But listen, I'm not sweating. We got a whole month of basketball left, and I am 30 games over I'm nowhere approaching the 100 games last year. Last year was just a ridiculous run. But we're not doing too shabby. I mean, we'll take it. It's a grind. Hopefully we pull it out this weekend or this weekend. These next 2 weeks with the tournaments. I was going to say that Mary's and the Zags. That's what the season series takes the Zags to win the WCC at $2. I could do a clip. I'm going to do the WCC today. I'm going to post it up. And I will probably say Clara just because it's 7-1, but let's be honest. It's going to be Mary's and Gonzaga. It's like the American one. I put the American one out there. Do I love American? No. I mean, Navy's favored. They're going to win. I think Gonzaga is going to get their payback too as well. But I can't like 2-1. I can't do it. I believe Navy's much better than last year. Yeah, they're ridiculous. They have one loss in conference play. They've been just beating teams left and right. St. John's easy. It was. I know people are like, oh, I don't care, Mike. I felt I'll go down on that ship if you weren't going to show up after that embarrassing game. Kind of going 4 and 4th one, you don't get it, and your team doesn't win or doesn't cover. You have no right winning the game, right? If you can't get a half yard for a first down to seal the deal, you have no right winning the game. If you can't come back, you don't score a point for 17 minutes, missing 26 straight shots. You can't come out with a little bit of urgency. Well, then, you know what? I would never bet on them again, ever. I knew you meant Navy. In the Navy. As much as I like Marys to win it, they are not the same team on the road. Fade Marys against the Zags. Fade them in the first round of the tournament as well. So I do college now. Well, I'm not really worried about NBA. It's conference tournaments. And SF9er, I mean, you just can't – what are we just going to jump in and become like some expert in the West Coast in the Big Sky on Tuesday for a Wednesday game? I've been doing college basketball since November. Why the hell am I going to jump into the NBA during tournament time? 15. I've bet 15 NBA games since the start of the season and 585 college basketball games. Where do you think I'm going to be when there's tournament games playing? Yeah, Patino is going to for sure have them ready. And they were. They were ready to go, and they right from the start. But again, like some of the ugly dogs today. Do I like Arizona? I mean, they're playing well, but you have Iowa State's off of a same kind of terrible game, although they're on the road in this one. NC State, you got Duke with a big game on deck. But you know what? Duke with a big game on deck on the road rolled Notre Dame. And I thought, you know what? I'll take Notre Dame getting 17, take the over. I figured, at least split. Notre Dame didn't even show up. They didn't show up in that one. Michael. Sorry, I couldn't get to my mouse. I got nothing today. Lean Warriors. See them come out motivated. But the Lakers won a game. What do I do when college basketball is over? Well, we shift into Major League Baseball and ribby props and doggies and run lines. And then we slide into hockey and NBA when the playoffs start, April, May. I will. Listen, last year playoffs, we hit 60% in the NBA playoffs. I think we started like 13-3 or something. We came out like gangbusters. Again, this time of year, you have a lot of people now all of a sudden, look at this, I know my college basketball. What the hell are you talking about? You've been in NBA and NFL. I stayed NFL and college football and college hoops. Nothing's changed. Southeast Louisiana for Gary as well. I agree. Leans on him, but I don't want to stay away from the Hilton. Bad matchup for them. That stuff, yes. But also, again, I don't need them to win when we're getting 8 points. Can they cover the game off of a terrible game? I'm not running to bet it. I'm 500 for the freaking last two. I'm not running the bet games just to bet them because I think someone's going to respond to a situation. Can't do that. I'll stick with my dogs that I've been playing since January and move on from there. Idaho State, Sacramento State is a favor. Why are they favored? Well, they're home. And it's basically a pick 'em, like 1.5. I mean, it's not like you're going crazy here. It's not like 3.5 or 3 or 4 or 5 or something. 1.5. 1.5. But there you go. There you go. That's it. That's the show. Short show today. Don't like the Horizon League game today. It is a play-in game. Winner gets Wright State, top seed there. I got nothing on this one. Would I lean Cleveland State because they're home? Yes. Am I betting it? No. Today I'm going to rock out the Big South, Northeast, Ohio Valley, Summit conferences. Maybe hit Missouri Valley. Who else is playing? WCC, the AA MAC. A lot of videos coming up on the Sean Higgs YouTube there. So, and there you go. iHeartRadio podcast after the fact for today, although it's the same show as last night. Look at lines, and that's it. Look at lines tonight. We are back daily for the double. We'll see. Again, once we get to the NCAA tournament, I will be in Vegas those days, so maybe it'll be a different kind of a live show those days. But for now, for the tournaments, double dose. A double dose of the show. Midday Money Look at Lines. Every day, 7 days a week. It's time. This is how the whole show started 5 years ago. Some have stayed. Some have gone. Some have wandered back. We'll see how we do. There you go. Coppin, Southeast, East Texas. 3 doggies for the show. Back tonight. Put the notification bells on. Follow MS Sean Higgs on the X. I will see you later on this evening. Good luck. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.